This revision video is looking at Christian responses to the problem of evil. Now what we need to look at here first of all is obviously Christian beliefs about God, and three key beliefs that we need to highlight. First of all, Christians believe God is omnibenevolent, meaning God is all good, all loving, all caring. Second one is omnipotent, meaning that God is all powerful. And the third is omniscient, meaning God is all knowing. Now it's really important to understand these because evil presents a massive problem when you look at these characteristics and natures of God, because the key question here is, why would an all-loving, all-caring, all-powerful, all-knowing God allow pain and suffering and evil in the world? Because, you know, if he was caring, he wouldn't do that. So that basically sort of highlights the problem. Good way to look at it, little diagram here. Let's look at it. People suffer, so maybe God can't do anything about human suffering. Maybe he's not all-powerful. Maybe God doesn't care about human suffering, or even is causing the suffering. Maybe God isn't all-loving. Maybe God doesn't know about the human suffering, so maybe he's not all-knowing. So that's kind of the key problems highlighted there. And that kind of draws to the conclusion that, well, okay, take all these ideas, maybe there isn't a God after all. So maybe evil is proving there is no God. Now, obviously, Christians would need to respond to this, because obviously they do believe in God, and there is evil in the world. So how exactly would they respond to this? Well, first of all, they would say, okay, you're saying maybe God isn't all-powerful. Well, actually, what if God chooses to be powerless? What if God doesn't want to interfere and actually wants to let nature take its course, let people make their own decisions? Okay, you say maybe God isn't all-loving. What if Christians say that maybe God has a loving purpose for suffering? It sounds strange, but perhaps there's a reason God wants to suffer. Perhaps there's something that we can learn out of it, perhaps something we gain from it. And finally, maybe God isn't all-knowing, or maybe just God knows so much he can see the whole picture. Maybe it's like, that disaster movie where halfway through it all seems like, everything's going to go wrong and nothing's ever going to get better, and then actually at the end, it all turns out fine in the end. Perhaps God can see that final chapter, whereas we can only see, the next 2 minutes of what's going to happen. So that sums up Christian responses to the problem of evil. Basically, problems are there, highlighted: evil, pain, suffering. How can God be loving, powerful, knowing? Well, maybe there are reasons why God chooses not to interfere, or has a reason not to interfere, that we just don't understand. And we can't understand because it's all part of God's plan.